I want to begin tonight with a video. Let me say this first. What you're about to see did not happen. But you must see it.
Let's see.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh merde. Oh mon Dieu. Viens voir, viens voir.
Shalom, all of praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Lakah, Kadash, and the Buhana to the elder and the apostles of Great Mason who do well, a peace, a blessing, and salutation to Joachim who are pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven and be on the forefront of this spiritual war, and to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise and union is again as in the days of old. So this is a CGI video. It is not an actual event. As always, Esau is a fabricator. He fabricated a video, you see, as one among his propaganda campaign. Because again, you see, like always, when there is something major going on, in the midst of it, there is Amalek. You see, this is a little hurt. Even if you consider slavery, Amalek was in the midst of slavery, man. And now the thing which is going on over there in Ukraine, Amalek is in the midst. That Vladimir Zelensky, or whatever his name is, that's an Amalekite, man. And he is very sinister. You see, he might look like a comedian, but he is very sinister. He knows what he's doing. You see, so they have put together a video to show, because it seems like they are trying to convince NATO to intervene in Ukraine, and it is to no avail. So they decided to put up a video together to show what it will look like when France is attacked. That's what you see in this video. To make the European Union think again, or NATO think again. That's a very high level witchcraft, man. So it is witchcraft on Esau, against Esau, man. A kingdom divided. So what I wanted to touch in here, I see when this war started, really, people around the world were scratching their head, and they were like thinking, you see, how can in this 21st century, in which everybody, you see, all people all over the world, we are entering to what you call the fourth industrial revolution, in which it will be digital based. We don't have a time to think about one country invading another country. Actually, there was a nigger, you see, over here in Tanzania, before even Ukraine was invaded. You see, way back, he was going to how a certain country were reducing the size of the army, because it have reached to a point where in normal sense you can't think to go and invade another country. See, the reason is simple. We are in the 21st century. Everybody is focused, you see, to make a lot of money, to put your kid on school, to go on dating, because you have a lot of beautiful place you can visit, and people are getting ready to receive, you see, the fourth industrial revolution, you see. And when you consider the medical field right now, it is very advanced. And that nigga was like, people should be focused on solving problem, not creating problem. Like this new disease, we have challenges of new disease, we have challenge of economic hardship in the third world country. So this big pies, or this big country, this big mountain, they should be focused to make the world a better place. And not only that, they should think about expanding, and make us a multiplanetary species. That's what everybody should be doing. But on the other side, the Lord checkmated them, man. The Lord said no, because if you consider the Lord, man, the Lord, you think that you are a jack, as the Lord is an ultimate jack, man. And as I was listening to the brother from Alabama, GMS, Birmingham, Alabama, there was a brother who made a very good point. He said, like, you think you are a jack, as the Lord is an ultimate jack, and a jack, like, they like to make a certain point clear. So the Lord have a big point to prove to everybody, man. You see? And then again, since this war started, the people were like scratching their head, thinking that Putin is very barbaric, and what they needed to do is to remove Putin and continue living their good life. See, in the 21st century, we don't have a place for a barbaric like Putin. You see, so how can you invade a sovereign nation? But that was a checkmate from the Lord. You see, the Lord is like telling you, we need to go back to the ancient way. In the midst of everything which is going on, which seems to be developed or digitalized, the Lord want to make a big point that you ain't going nowhere. We are going back to the old way. And we are going back to the old way. It simply means the Lord want to put a big reset button, man. We are going back to the ancient way, where men used to be men, women used to be women. The earth should be like how it used to be back in the day. And how the Lord started, he started it with a bang, man. That's how you know the Lord is an ultimate jack. He put hook, you see, into this big and a civilized country, because Russia is a civilized country, man. Because over here on the planet Earth, you have two big countries. I don't care about China, man. It is Russia and America, and the boss, as the brother was speaking from Alabama, America is north, west, Russia is north, east. So those are two balancing power. You see, those are two balancing power, and you know the Lord operates on the balance. You see, so the Lord is tired up one of the big or a major power, and he put a hook onto his jaw, like again, going back to the brothers of Alabama, they were saying, like, it's like you were going with your daily life. When somebody put a hook on you, what will you do? You will turn back. So you will stop doing what you are doing. And what we are doing what we are doing. We are about to welcome the fourth industrial revolution. We are enjoying life. People are going to the club. The Lord said, no. You need to turn back. And actually, this is good, man, because the way in which we were going, we could have all perished, man. I think about all these homos and the transgender and everything which is going on. That's the direction we are heading, man. If it was not for the Lord doing things like this, man, bring judgment, man, so that you people, because a lot of people here on the planet Earth, if they feel comfortable, they start finding ways to be more wicked. So the Lord, he want to remove that comfortability, that is zone of comfortability. And I have came to find out that a lot of Edomites, man, you're not smart as you used to be, man. Because how can an Edomite really think there is no audio see that we are going back as we used to be? No, man. And you have Edomite who think that they can actually survive a nuclear blast in America. You're not that smart, man. So the Lord, you see, put a hook. You see? You see? The Lord, so actually, the Lord don't care. This is the 21st century. You see, it is no place for being a barbaric. The Lord said, Amen. I'll put hook in you and I will turn back into your old way. Actually, your old barbaric way of doing things. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8. I started with verse 1. It said, the word of the Lord Habashimashai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech, and to go and prophesy against him. And it says, thus says the Lord Habashimashai, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech, and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put a hook into thy jaw. See, if everybody was going west, because everybody right now literally is going west, everybody trying to live, you see, the Western style of living. Everybody, even Moab, the Arab. That's why you hear nightclub over there in the United States of Emirates or whatever. It's a nightclub and everything. It's women wearing panty. Over there in Saudi Arabia, women are driving right now. You see, so that is the way they are going west. Everybody is going west. So the Lord put hook into a major power, into the big guy on the block, the big guy who can make everybody uncomfortable. He put hook on him and say, no, it is enough going west. You need to go east. Because that's why you have that they call Mediterranean lifestyle. It's from the east. See. So those are hooks, man. And the old way, was the old way? In the old way, in the ancient time, you cannot stay for long without your home, man. It's for you people who were uncomfortable. You need people like Elon Musk. We don't need people like Putin. We need people like Elon Musk. Guys who can make life better and comfortable. No. The lawyer Habashimashai said la, which means no. I put a hook in you and turn you back. See? Your comfortable life, you won't see it anymore. You just wait and see. And he said, I will bring the force and all I am, horses and horsemen. See? The barbaric nature of getting things done. Even if you watch the video in which Putin, see, before he invaded Ukraine, he was asking, do you believe that using force you can do what? Let's say you can actually be the good guy by using force and not diplomacy. He said yes. You see? And he said good, you see, unlike a lot of people think that being good is being passive. You see? Like how people describe the Lord Habashimashai in this Christian church. They speak about a passive God. You see, a God in which you can do anything without a repercussion. That's being passive. So in this present day, in this present world, people think that being good is being passive and being inactive. You see, and using words, that's being good. Even if these women, when they start talking about a good husband, you see, they describe a passive person. You see, a proactive. You see, you can be reactive and you can use force and still be good. That's what Putin answered them. What does that mean? That goes direct into Ezekiel 38:4. Because the Russian, they tried to use peace, negotiate. That's what Esau in the West do. These Americans, they negotiate. They can negotiate for 2 years. Like those dudes who killed George Floyd. Actually, I get a hard time to understand the West, how they get things done. You saw, the whole entire world saw, those two police were killing George Floyd. But until now, there is a trial going on. What trial do you need? Even if in the street, we know who is a thief. You see somebody stealing a chicken, what do you need a trial for? And that person in the street is known to be a thief. What do you need a trial? You put somebody on trial for 2 years. You see, let's say that person, he stole a chicken of a widow, and you put that person on trial for 2 years. Will that widow still waiting, you see, for that person to be put in justice for 2 years for a chicken? Does that widow have that money, that kind of money? Does that widow have long to live to wait for that person to be put in jail for justice to be saved? See? So the West like to negotiate. You negotiate things they're straightforward. So Putin said, no, man, we can apply force and still remains a good guy. Those are hooks, man. Hooks into them jaws, man. I will repeat it, say, and I will turn it back and put hook into the jaws, and I will bring the force and all the army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even Great companies backed and shield, all of them handling sword. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Against the West, Goma and all his band, and the house of Togom of the North Quarter, and all his band, and many people with thee, be so prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be so a guard unto them. I see, and be so a guard unto them. So, as this lesson, man, Salakia, it needed a lot of explanation, man. So this was a righteous rant over here, man, and Salaka, man. So I will close the lesson, man. I hope you brothers were edified onto the